Hi, welcome to Maverick and Dempsey's Rundown. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so that is pretty much all we're going to be talking about. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, all right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, versus the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, now the matchups don't really get any better than this. I mean, everybody's billing it as the GOAT versus the baby GOAT. The basically the greatest player of all time, or at least greatest quarterback of all time in the NFL, taking on the new greatest of this era. Even though, there can only be one GOAT, and this game really won't decide that. It kind of ruins it ruins the headline. But so we don't want to do that, even though it kind of just did. But all right, so we got Tom Brady, we got Patrick Mahomes. We'll start with there. We'll start with the biggest marquee players in this game. All right, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback right now. The things he does is absolutely unbelievable, and the guy is amazing, and he barely ever loses a big game. Tom Brady has done this time and time again. He's been in 10 Super Bowls in 20 years, literally been in half the Super Bowls that there's been in the last 20 years. But Patrick Mahomes doesn't seem to lose a game. I mean, he loses one game a season or something. I mean, it's ridiculous how talented this guy is. And it's not just about the quarterbacks. If you go by that, then I mean, the last guy to beat Patrick Mahomes was David Carr, because that's the last game he lost was to the Raiders so many months ago. But Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, let's give a little story on that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers has been a team that hasn't made the playoffs in nearly 20 years. They won the Super Bowl. I think it's 13 years, and they won the Super Bowl 19 years ago. So it's been a long time, and Tampa Bay's been had many losing seasons, had gone through many quarterbacks. And the one difference that came along was Tom Brady. So that's where we're going to stay. That's where we started this. We're going to stay. So Tom Brady left a playoff team and he went to a non-playoff team. What happened in the aftermath was that playoff team he left failed to make the playoffs, the New England Patriots. And the team that had been missing the playoffs for, like I said, I think it's 13 years, all of a sudden makes the playoffs. So you can't deny the Tom Brady effect. Tom Brady had a dramatic change on both teams. Who won the divorce? Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. Well, Bill Belichick's sitting on the couch watching Tom Brady in the Super Bowl today. So Tom Brady won that. He won that argument. And we can have an entire show on the Tom Brady argument of, is he the GOAT? And basically, yes, he is. I mean, we'll answer the question right there. But I could have a whole show where I can knock down all the naysayers, because everything that I heard over the years of being a Tom Brady fan, he's beaten already. He's proven against. Okay, he won a Super Bowl. He won a couple of Super Bowls. Can he win another? He's won 6 Super Bowls. He's won more Super Bowls than anyone in the game. All right, he's made twice as many Super Bowls as number 2, and that's John Elway. John Elway was in 5, and Tom Brady's been in 10. He's won 6, 2 more than the next quarterback, and that's Joe Montana, who's won the Super Bowls. He's won, I think now it's 30. It might be 33, give or take one, postseason games. Twice as many as the next on the list, which is Joe Montana. Over twice as many, because I think Joe Montana is around 14. All right, there's so many numbers, it's hard to keep track of all of them. So he's destroying the competition in terms of the whole GOAT argument. And now the question has become, is he the GOATiest GOAT of all the GOATs? He's in the conversation with Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan and Bill Russell and Babe Ruth and these other guys as the GOAT of team sports. So you can put it to bed. I mean, any argument you want to make, he can't do it, it's the coach, it's Belichick, he's doing it without Belichick. It's the team, it's New England, and the referees always favor them. Well, now it's Tampa Bay. And, that just came on pause. All right, so he's been destroying all the arguments, so we can move on from that. Tom Brady is the GOAT. I know you have your guy. Everybody has their guy. You know, people who just love the past love Joe Montana, or maybe they love John Elway because they were impressed by his athleticism. You're a Saints fan, so it's Drew Brees. You're a Aaron Rodgers fan, and he throws the ball so beautifully, so it's Aaron Rodgers. Everybody has their own personal GOAT. Well, your personal GOATs can all take a back seat to the real GOAT, because I know you have your guy. You love your guy. You're loyal to your guy. But the best of the best is Tom Brady. He's doing things that have never been done and will never be done again, at least in your lifetime. The fact that they're already trying to crown Patrick Mahomes as the new GOAT or the next GOAT tells you how the society is, about how they want to knock off whoever's on that pedestal. But Patrick Mahomes has a long way to go. He's got 17, 18 more years to go to match the longevity of Brady, and he's got 9 more Super Bowls. Well, after today, he's got 8 more Super Bowls to appear in, and even if he wins today, he's got to win 4 more. All right, so he's got a long way to go, and he's also got a couple more MVPs he needs to win. So we can put that debate to rest. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, fans of all the other players, Montana fans, Roger fans, Breeze fans. Elway fans, we can put that to bed. Tom Brady's the GOAT, all right?
Go to sleep.
He can go to sleep, yeah, like she just said. All right. Now, all right, Tampa Bay is the best team, though, and they're the defending champions. I mean, when you think about the matchups, I mean, everything is a headline. Like I said, we did the GOAT versus the GOAT. Now we have Patrick Mahomes. We have the Chiefs. Can the Chiefs repeat? It's not easy to repeat. It hasn't been done since Tom Brady and the Patriots years ago. It doesn't happen all the time. You can literally list on, I think the quarterbacks that have done it on one hand. You know, John Elway did it. Tom Brady's done it. And I'm starting to run out of names here. I think Joe Montana might have done it in the 80s. I don't know. I was a baby. All right. So anyway, all right. So can the Chiefs repeat again? And then we have another GOAT versus GOAT matchup of new GOAT versus old GOAT, where we have Travis Kelce versus Gronk. And Gronk has become more of that defender who Brady will go to with a pass when he needs him, kind of that old reliable. Kelce is a possible MVP candidate. He could end up being the first tight end ever to win MVP. I mean, the guy is almost guaranteed 100 yards in every game. I mean, it's unbelievable. We have this is the rundown, so I need to move a little bit quicker, but there's so much to talk about with this game. How about LSU? Yeah, LSU fan? Probably so, because I don't have a lot of people on my YouTube or my Facebook channel that aren't from around here. All right, so we got a lot of LSU players on here. It's become like the LSU Invitational. I stole that from Kyle Brandt, all right? We have Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who will be playing. The Fresh Prince of Helaire will be playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, the Honey Badger is playing. He'll be in that. He'll be in the secondary. They're looking for the interceptions. We have running backs on the other side. We have running backs in Tampa Bay. We got Leonard Fournette, Playoff Lenny, a name that he hates, but we like it, so we're going to keep using it. We got Playoff Lenny, who's been showing out more than anyone else, in my opinion, in these playoffs, at least for Tampa Bay, of someone who has raised his game. No one's raised his game more, in my opinion, than Playoff Lenny, all right? We also got Devin White. Devin White is a beast on defense, and he will be playing. Speaking of will be playing, Antonio Brown is back. Antonio Brown is going to be in the game. You know, basically it's like all hands on deck. Every major player, at least marquee name, is going to be in this. I know the Chiefs are missing their left guard, and he's not a marquee name, so I don't know his name. I forgot. All right. But we got a dinosaur dancing in there, too.
Because he's excited.
That's fantastic. Everybody's excited about this Super Bowl, all right?
Including him.
All right, including him. I'm just happy we got to a Super Bowl. I remember there were certain, experts who said a Super Bowl wasn't going to happen. The football season couldn't happen. We're not playing in a bubble. It's not like the NBA. Somebody's going to get sick. Somebody's going to get infected. That's another thing we got to look at here. We're actually having a Super Bowl. COVID did not ruin the Super Bowl. She's happy about that. Nobody has gotten seriously sick or died in the NFL. Everything's been done, seemingly perfectly. I mean, some games postponed here and there, but no games got canceled. Nobody died. Nobody got extremely sick. Nobody's hospitalized. Everybody's doing okay. That's something to celebrate right there. Now, do we have predictions? Now, I'm bad at the predictions. I've said that before. I'm bad at predictions because my heart gets in the way of my head, all right? I don't bet against Tom Brady, but then how do you bet against Patrick Mahomes? Do you bet against Tom Brady, who, yes, he's lost a couple Super Bowls, but he wins more than he loses? It's what, 6-3 right now? So he literally has lost 1/3, but won. Lost 1/3 of the Super Bowl he's been in, but won 2/3 of them. So how do you bet against Brady in the Super Bowl or even just a postseason game? But he's playing the guy who doesn't seem to ever lose in Patrick Mahomes. So how do you bet against Patrick Mahomes too? All right. Well, we're going to bet against Patrick Mahomes because we love Tom Brady. So we're going to bet on the GOAT. We're going to bet on Tom Brady, all right? We think Tom Brady's going to do it. Now, how are they going to do it? Now, this is the part that I'm not even interested in when they talk about on TV, the X's and O's, but we'll do it real quickly, okay? It's going to be, can the defensive line of Tampa Bay make sure there is no run game from the Chiefs, stop the run, put pressure on the quarterback who's got that sore toe, so maybe he can't move in the pocket as well as he'd like? Can they break down that offensive line that does have a significant injury, put the pressure on Patrick Mahomes and force him to throw the ball? Now, can they do it under pressure and fluster the quarterback that doesn't seem to get flustered? That's the question. And can the secondary of Tampa Bay stop the wide receivers of the Chiefs? That's a big question right there. Now, on the Chiefs side, the secondary, can they force an interception? Tom Brady threw 3 interceptions in the last game. Now, he still won in the NFC Championship. Aaron Rodgers, the Packers, the alleged GOAT from some of those Green Bay fans, he couldn't crack through. He couldn't crack through and make a difference on those 3 turnovers. So Tom Brady's got to be careful. He can't make those turnovers because Kansas City will capitalize. Patrick Mahomes will capitalize. The baby GOAT, maybe is he better than Tom Brady? Maybe not. Probably not. Right now, I don't know. That's a question. But is he better overall? Of course not. Is he better than Aaron Rodgers? Well, maybe. We'll see. I mean, he's better than Aaron Rodgers right now. So he can capitalize. So Tom Brady's got to make sure. No mistakes. Don't throw interceptions. Get the run game going. You got to rely on that run game a little bit to mix it up a little bit. And you got to throw the deep ball and you got to do the dink and dunk. You got to do everything. Pull out all the stops. This Kansas City team is a beast. Don't throw your interceptions. Watch out for Honey Badger, right? Get the run game going. Get playoff Lenny running that ball, all right? Devin White has to make an impact here. He has to get a turnover. He has to put pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Fluster the young QB. I am the only one who's going to say this, but I don't know if Patrick Mahomes, as good as he is, as much as he's done, even a Super Bowl winning, I don't think he's as sharp in the biggest games. I think the pressure does